Today we are fixing up a wonderful little holiday treat. It is so easy. You're going to be using Pillsbury Crescent rolls to do this, and I think you're just going to love it. Hi, I'm Melissa Diane, and on this channel we just have so much fun together in the kitchen, in the garden, and just all around our home. So let's go ahead now and jump into the ingredients for this fun little treat. The ingredients for this little treat are just really simple. You just need a few items. First of all, you need some Pillsbury Crescent rolls. Just one little tube of these will do. Then we're going to use some Philadelphia cream cheese. We're also going to use a little bit of sugar. We're not going to use all of this, but we're going to use a good little amount of sugar. And then you're going to use what I love these guys. These are cinnamon frosted pecans. And I just get these at our local H-E-B, our grocery store here. They're wonderful. You're going to cut those up a little bit, chop them. And that's really all you need. Pillsbury, cream cheese, some sugar, and then your frosted pecans. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. Hang on. Let me reach over here. You're going to need some little sprinkles if you really want to dazzle this up for the holidays. These are from Wilton, and again, I just get these at my grocery store. I think you can also get them off of Amazon, but these are just some clear sprinkles, and when this treat is finished, we put those on top, and it just makes it look wonderful. So I forgot to tell you, go ahead and get your oven preheated. Just preheat it on bake for 325. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just start mixing all this up. So the first thing that I did was I went ahead and I popped this open. I didn't film a while ago when I was popping this open because I just have to tell you something, and I'm going to ask you for your advice on something. I messed up my rotator cuff over here, and so just simply banging this little thing on the counter to get it open, it hurt. And so I'm learning that getting older just kind of sucks. I hate to say that. But anyway, so what I was going to ask you for some advice on is if anyone out there has had that issue with your rotator cuff and you have any input, any suggestions, I would love it. Love to hear anything. All right, so now what I'm doing, hope you can see this, I have taken that Pillsbury dough, and I did open that, and then when it comes out like this, I'm going to take these, they come out in these little triangles, right? And I'm going to take them and make them into, just cut them into a rectangle, and then on that perforated area, just pinch that all together, because you want to end up with just 4 rectangles, okay? This is going to make 4 little fun treats. Okay, so let me get these rolled out. I'm going to move these up here just a little bit. One thing I have learned, because I like to use Pillsbury dough for different things, and I've learned that if I will take it out of the refrigerator and let it sit on the counter for just a little bit, kind of like how you do cream cheese, then when I unroll them, they unroll a lot better. Otherwise, sometimes they'll stick together and they'll kind of crack. So I'm just taking these and I'm pinching these all together so that I've got 4 rectangles. In this little recipe, the other ones, I'm going to do some videos on some other ones that I've gotten off the internet and I've kind of tweaked to make my own, but this little guy is just something that I made up. And I've done this with other things besides what we're doing today, and it just, y'all, it just tastes wonderful. Okay, so now you're going to take your cream cheese, and we're just going to use, we're going to start with just, I think, maybe half a block. And I will put the exact measurements in the description below the video of what I'm doing today. But like I told you, this is one that I just made up, and I've done it a couple of times. I've actually done this using blueberries, and that is fantastic. And I think, I have to go back and look, but I think I do have a video on that one. If so, I will link it to this. Okay, so we're going to we'll take the bigger half here. We're going to take this, put it in the bowl. We might end up using some more. We'll stick it over here. And then let me grab a towel. Hang on, over here. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to spoon, and we're just going to mash this up. Okay, now we're going to take a little sugar, okay? And we're not going to use all of this. This is actually 1/4 of a cup. And I'm just going to kind of put this across the top and just a little bit off the top of that. You just want to cover, the top of that cream cheese block, okay, with the sugar. And we're going to mix and mix. And I think let me put my little towel here so you don't have to hear this clinking. There we go. I'm just going to mash this around. And different versions of this has become a family favorite. And I'll just give you this little tip. If you like ice cream, we love Bluebell ice cream here in Texas. And so if you like ice cream, this is also something that tastes really, really good with ice cream. So if you've got some ice cream on hand, pull that out also. Okay, so when I did that and I mashed it all up, it looks like I want to do a little bit more. So I'm going to take that other half a block and just chop it again in half. So we've really ended up using about 3/4 of a block of cream cheese. Put just a little bit more of this sugar across the top. This is going to be so good. So for the holidays, this is wonderful. Remember, we don't count calories in December. Jay and I were talking last night, and we thought, you know what, we're just going to eat whatever we want in December and just have fun and enjoy friends and family and fun food. But come January, we're going to be filming a lot of really healthy stuff. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to take some of those cinnamon frosted pecans, and they come in a little container like this, and they're pretty hard, okay? So I'll take a knife and I'll just kind of shave them and chop them up to where they're kind of fine, and I'm going to put just a little bit of these. You can see what I'm doing here. Just kind of sprinkling just a little bit of this into that cream cheese mixture. And then also, when you're chopping up these cinnamon frosted pecans, chop up a few of them that are going to be a little bit bigger pieces, okay? And we're going to use those on the top. So shave them to put all the shavings in here, and then get you some other tiny little pieces. And I'll show you those in a few minutes. So I'm going to put a little bit more in here. Let's see if this is enough. And I'll tilt this so you can see it. And I think it's just about there. I might put a few more in. But y'all, this tastes wonderful. And this is all fixed up. All right, so let's see how we're doing. Okay, I think this is looking really good. And now we're going to spread this on our rectangles. Okay, all right, so here we go. Okay, now let's go ahead. And we are gonna, what I usually do is I will take this and I put it on the back of my spoon. I don't put it inside my spoon because it's really, I don't know the right word, it's kind of goopy. So, and then it's hard to get it out. So I'll put it on the back of my spoon. And then I just will start to spread this. Okay. You could also probably use like a small little cake icing spreader to do it, but this works well. And I just put a little bit in the middle, and I just go back and forth on these until I get them just the way I want them. And if any of that, sometimes you'll get, like I had right there, a gap in that crescent roll will kind of open up. You just squeeze it back together, and you're just evenly gonna go back and forth, and don't go all the way to the edges, okay? Don't go all the way to the edges on this, because you don't want it to all be leaking out in a second, because we're going to fold these up. Now, as I'm doing this, you can see that if you were to, let's say you wanted to do something different, like blueberries or something, you could mix blueberries in here. You could do that, do different types of fruit. You can do all kinds of things. But this is just a really easy, fun one. I always have a little bit of it kind of leak out on the sides while it's cooking, and that's okay. Just to have a little bit, and it kind of does make it look a little pretty when it does that. Okay, so there we go. Let me get a knife over here to get off the last little bits. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold these up. And so you're going to take, like over here on this one, you're going to take one of these corners, okay, and you're just going to go to the middle. And then you're going to take the opposite corner and pull it to the middle. Okay, and then you're going to go back and take this corner and pull it up and then this corner and pull it up. So I'll do that again. I'll show you. You'll take this one and you just kind of pull it up like this. And then you're going to take the bottom one down here, catty-cornered from it, diagonal, and pull it up. And then you're going to take this one and pull it down. And then you're going to take this one and pull it up, and then just kind of flatten them out. Now let me do the other two real quick. And you can see on those that on some of these you can't see any of the cream cheese, and on a couple of them you can see a little bit, and that's fine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take, a while ago I told you that on those cinnamon frosted pecans there'll be some of them that you don't want them really fine, you want a few little bigger pieces, and so that's what I have here. And I'm just going to take some of these and I'm just going to put them around here on these sides, and it just kind of decorates them up. You just kind of press them in to the dough like this. There you go. So let me do the other ones and I'll be right back. So now I have all of the pecans on the sides here of our little, I guess it's like little pastries. I just call them little treats. And then I'm going to take my sprinkles. I'm going to go ahead and put these on now. And I'm just going to put these all over the top and kind of pat them in a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to go pop these little guys in the oven. It just kind of looks like snow. It just looks really cool. It's shiny and doesn't really affect the taste a whole lot, but it just makes it look so pretty. So now let's go ahead and we're going to go put this in the oven. So we've got our oven already preheated. It's on 325. So we are going to put this in. Here we go. And I'm going to put this on about, let's see, put this on about 6 minutes, and then we're just going to check them. It's going to have to go longer than that, but I just want to go about 6 minutes and then we'll check them. So we'll be right back. Okay, so this little guy has just beeped. It's been going about 6 minutes. It's looking good. I think I'm going to bring you over here so you can see. Here we go. And so you can see that they're looking good. All right. But obviously they're not done. So I'm going to put this on for about another 6 minutes. Y'all, these are just looking so good. Look at them. And oh my gosh, y'all, they smell wonderful. Here you go. Let's take a quick peek. Oh, y'all, these are just fantastic. I sure hope you give them a try. Now be sure and check out that next video that's popping up, and I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Bye-bye.